Hi, my name is Jordan. Today I'm going to be doing my June beauty review. For the most part, this is a positive video. I'm pretty sure it's all positive actually. I don't think I picked anything I didn't like this month. So yeah, let's just jump right in. I think I'll just start with some skin stuff because that's the easiest to get started with. So this has been my favorite foundation. It is the Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint, and it has SPF 30, I believe, yeah, and this is in the shade Fair. I absolutely adore this foundation. I have gone a long time, I like foundations, but I don't really love them, and I've never wanted to really repurchase them, and if I do, it's been like a really long time since I've used it, so I want to try it again. This one I already know I'm going to repurchase as soon as it's out. It's getting pretty low. This is just such a great foundation for me. It does oxidize quite a bit on the skin, so like as soon as you put it on, it's like a different color. But I find that when I blend it out, I don't really have a problem. I've never had anyone. I asked a couple people when I first wore it, and they all said it looked good, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, I really love this foundation. It has a little pumpy thing, and then it has a roller ball in here, and this is really cool because I don't remember the exact way the lady at Sephora phrased it, but basically the roller ball is separated from the foundation itself. So when it rolls in, it's not like putting bacteria or any dirt and grime into the product. So they're completely separate. So you're not contaminating the product every time you use it, which I think is really cool. Shade range is pretty small. I think there's only 7 shades. That's kind of the biggest drawback, I think. I really wish they would start expanding. I know Milk is still pretty new, still kind of a smaller brand, but I really hope they do expand because this is such a nice foundation. I really love it. I don't know if you have oily skin, if you'll like it, because it is very, dewy. It has a lot of shine to it, and it does have some flashback because there is SPF in it, but I don't really care. I'm not, being photographed all the time. Apart from the shade range, the biggest drawback to this foundation is that it's $42 and you don't get a full fluid ounce. You only get 0.7, so that's kind of annoying to me. But other than those few things, I do really love this, and I know I'm already going to repurchase it. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed because I never love foundations that much that I'm like, as soon as it's gone, I have to have it again. So my next favorite is a bronzer. I'm pretty fair, so I don't really get into bronzing. I usually just do a little bit of contour with a cool to neutral powder and then call it a day, which is what I did today. So I'm not super into bronzing, but I recently picked up the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is so nice. First of all, it smells amazing. Just that coconutty, milky, skin, oily, it just smells like summer to me. It's this really nice shade. I have the one light bronze. There are 2. I don't know if you can see that. But it's just super soft and silky, and it blends out so nice. It has a little bit of a sheen, but there's no shimmer. Well, there is a little bit of shimmer in here, but it's mostly just a sheen on the skin, and it looks so pretty. They have one other shade that's just bronzer. I really wish Physicians Formula would get their shit together and expand their shade range. I don't understand why they have such a limited selection for skin products. Honestly, it really turns me off when brands have a really limited selection, not even just my limited, so they don't have the super light colors, but if they don't have a lot of deeper colors, I get really turned off by that because I'm like, come on, everyone deserves to have a shade for them. It's not a big deal, just add some more shades. I wish they would just do it and stop causing us trouble. But other than all that, I do really like this. The next product is going to be a highlight. I guess I should have prefaced this video by saying if all these products seem really repetitive on my channel because I started my channel at the beginning of this month. So pretty much all the products that are my favorites you've probably seen a million times if you watched any of my videos. But yeah, these are still my favorites. So I'm going to talk about them. For highlight, I picked the Becca Prismatic Amethyst highlight. This was their special one. So online, for some reason, the packaging looks purple, but it is more it's just a silver pretty much. Sorry, I got a text. And I really love this though. Like, it is the most gorgeous, like, white. It doesn't even show up on camera really well. It's the most gorgeous, like, white, pinky with a purpley tint. It's so hard to see on camera, but in person, it is, like, gorgeous. I really love this highlight. I find that it could be a bit unwearable, but if you use a certain brush, which I will talk about later, you can really sheer it out so it's just this gorgeous, like, wash. And it is, honestly, I just really love this. So the last face product I'm going to talk about is the Mario Badescu Facial Spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. It just looks like this. It is just your typical face spray. It's not a setting spray, so it's not going to make your skincare, or it's not a setting spray, so it's not going to make your makeup last any longer, but it is very refreshing. $7 at Ulta, which is amazing. So I think I will probably repurchase this when it runs out because I'm always on the hunt for some good face sprays. Right now, I'm trying out the Pixie Glow Mist one, but I do really like this, and I am going to get it again when it runs out. They do have another one that's more like rosy, but I prefer more fruity smells, so I went with the cucumber one. This is a really great spray. It's just very refreshing. It helps settle some powders. Yeah, I just like it, but it definitely won't make your makeup last any longer because that's not what it's for. So I'm going to talk about some eye stuff, and then I will go into my single lip product, and then I'm going to talk about some brushes. So for brows, I've been loving the ABH Dip Brow in Soft Brown. I used to use this all the time. This was my go-to brow product. I love Dip Brow, and then, sorry if you can hear someone mowing the lawn. I don't know who's doing it, but they are. I used to use this every single day for like ever. Like, I would just buy this and repurchase it. The first time I ever bought one of these, I used the entire thing until there was literally nothing left in the jar. That's how much I love this. When the brow definer came out, I really wanted to try that, and I did. And I really love the brow definer, and I used it steadily. Like, I had maybe three of the pencils. I went through them fully. I just finished one, and then I went back to Dip Brow. But I really do like the brow definer. I just found that, I don't know, like, I had a learning curve because when I learned to do brows, I learned how to do them with pomades. So for me, pencils were really tricky to do, actually, but that's a really great option for pencil. I prefer that one to, like, the really skinny brow products, and I don't love powders. But when my brow definer recently ran out, I went back to this because I didn't feel like buying a new one. And I am falling in love. I swear, like, I had been so unhappy with my brows, and ever since I started using this again, I've been having so many good brow days, and my brows are especially nice today because I actually did them. I went like a full year without doing them other than like making sure I didn't have a unibrow, but I actually did them last night where I like trimmed some of the hairs, tweezed hardcore, cleaned them up to a T, and this just, oh, my brows came out so good today. I don't know if you think so, but I'm really happy with my brows. So I am back on the Dip Brow bandwagon. I'm going to talk about some single little stuff. So I have two things by Colourpop, two eye products by Colourpop, I should preface. I know basically everything on my channel has been Colourpop this, Colourpop that, but I really love Colourpop. They're like my favorite brand, especially when it comes to eye products. I just find like I can make anything they come out with work. I love all their products, so pigmented, so gorgeous. And I bought a ton of stuff this month from them, so I thought I would try it out. So I am including a couple things from the birthday bag because I bought that towards the beginning of the month or even the end of May. So I had a full month to use it. Honorable mention to the Saucy palette by I Live Sarah He. That palette is amazing. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's amazing. But in terms of things I actually used for the full month, I really love this shade Cakewalk by Colourpop. It came in the birthday bag. It's one of the 4 pressed pigments. It is this like purpley blue, like the most gorgeous, like it's like a darker version of the highlight actually. I love this all over the lid and some graphic liner. It looks amazing. This shade is honestly so gorgeous. Like, and I would say that the pressed pigments that came in the birthday bag are a little more sheer than most of their eyeshadows, but I don't find that to be a problem because I kind of like the sheer wash of this like duochrome metallic all over the lid, but also if you use like a setting spray or just any spray really, you can really beef it up and make it ultra metallic. It's gorgeous. I really love this shadow, and I am so glad it came in the birthday bag because, oh, I just dropped it. It's perfectly fine, thank God. But yes, I love this shadow, and I hope they make something like this permanent. The next eye product from the birthday bag that I really loved was the free Super Shock Shadow in Birthday Cake. It looks like this. The packaging was blue, which is super cute. It is so gorgeous. It's like the most, it's in their formula Ultra Glitter, which, no duh. So it's super glittery, super smooth and pigmented. I love Colourpop Super Shock Shadows, so I'm not surprised that I love this. But last eye favorite for the month is the Natasha Denona Star Palette. I haven't talked about this a ton on my channel other than to say I wanted to do some tutorials and reviews on it. I used it today, which I love this look. But this palette is so expensive, but I pay for it myself. And I love this. Every time I open this, I'm just like dead. It's so gorgeous. There are a couple different formulas in here, and honestly, the only shade in here I am underwhelmed by, I would say, is this shade Supernova, because it's supposed to be like the cool version of Orion, which is the super duochrome metallic. But this one I just find is like a satiny kind of taupe. It's not even really metallic, but it is still pretty. Otherwise, I love every single shade in this palette, and I have actually used every single shade in this palette, which is saying something because I do not like golds and I do not like metallic oranges, but I have used every shade in this palette. So yeah, I think I can accurately say that I love this. I did buy this at the beginning, no, I bought this at the end of May, and I have just, I used it for like the whole first half of June, like alone. It is such a gorgeous palette, and I am going to do a full review on this and give you all my opinions, but spoiler alert, I do love it. But I'll talk about who I think this is good for and if I think it is worth it to buy, depending on who you are, again. So yeah, I also filmed this look, so if you want to see it, that will be up later as well. But I really do love this. The only lip product I like was also from the birthday bag by Colourpop, and it is the Ultra Glossy Lip in RSVP. It is the most sheer of the three that came with it. It's just this like super gorgeous clear with a slight pinky undertone, like holographic. Like, that's all I can think about is holographic. Makes your lips look insane. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is some brushes. I recently bought, well, not recently, at the beginning of the month, I bought the Real Techniques Essential Eye Brush Kit. This came with a cute little cup, but I have other brushes in it. And this is just some eye brushes. I really love these. Okay, so I'm not a huge fan of the eyeliner brush just because I don't love liner brushes like this, but I have been using it, and the few times I did use it, it worked pretty well, so yeah, whatever. The standout product from this kit, the Real Techniques one, is the Lash Groomer. I really love this, and I use it pretty much every day now. Then it came with 3 eye brushes, so it came with this little shading brush. It came with a medium shading brush, which is a lot bigger, and then it came with an essential crease brush. I love all of these. They're so soft. If you've never tried Real Techniques brushes, they're all synthetic hair, so they work really well with powder and cream, and I just find these brushes are so soft. You can like apply product with this one and then still blend it out. You just have to turn it and like blend. I believe this set, if you buy it from Ulta or Real Techniques, it is $20, but if you get it on Amazon, which I did, it is only $15. No duh. And it just came with a cute little cup. It looks like this. I have some other stuff in it right now, so that's why I didn't show it first. But yes, I do really love this eye set thing. I really do recommend it. I think if you're wanting to get some fluffy brushes and you just need a couple, you just want to round out your collection a little bit, or you just really like Real Techniques brushes and don't have this set yet, I really recommend it. The next one that is my definite favorite is the Sephora Pro Featherweight Blending Brush number 93. It looks like this. It is just, okay, there's a ton of powder in here, I'm guessing, but this is just the softest freaking brush. I saw this at Sephora and I was like, I have to own that brush. And then I didn't buy it because I have self-control. And then I went back again and didn't buy it, and went back again, and then the third time I bought it because I was like, am I getting anything else today? If I don't buy this brush, I'm gonna hate myself. So I bought this brush. It is $30, which is ridiculous, but it is so soft. I love it. The brush I use with my Becca highlight, this just shears it out so beautifully on the face. I think if you maybe really like an intense highlight and you like using a really like not such a floppy brush to highlight, you might not love this, but this would also be really good for setting powder, like sweeping powder away if you're like baking. And if you're looking to splurge on one brush, I recommend this one. Okay, so that is pretty much it for my favorites. I do have an honorable mention, and I'm saying honorable mention because I already know I love this, but it is pretty new. Spoiler alert, because I am doing a full review on these brushes, which should be up Wednesday or Friday, and they are the Spectrum Collections 8-piece blending eye set, I think. These brushes are amazing. I basically got them and I have not used any other eye brush since then. These are so nice and soft. Plus they're super cute. They have pink handles, and then the bristles go purple to blue, which I don't know if you can tell because they are super dirty. This is the only one I haven't really used. But these are amazing. I love these so much. That was it for this video. If you want to know some disappointing products, I would say 2 Melt Cosmetics eyeshadows, one in Radioactive, which is the neon pink, and then one in, what is this called? It is Amelie. Yeah, Amelie, depending on how French you want to get with it. And those 2 are only disappointing because I love Melt shadows, because they both broke this month, and then I fixed them, and they broke again. So, anyways, I really enjoyed filming this. I love favorites video. I like to know what people are using and what people are loving. So, if you want, leave me some of your favorites down below. I'd love to hear about them, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you stick around for more. Bye!